So, after I posted that video of Ulthane last week, I got a request from Crosshair's MK3BU, shout out. Is that a Centurion reference? Never mind. Basically, they asked if I could draw, and I'm paraphrasing here, the human feeling cold, Death and Draven both trying to hand over their cows for warmth, but they end up glaring at each other Kill Bill style. And let me tell you, I just love that mental image so much I had to sit down and whack out this quick comic, which may just be one of the best works of art I've created this year. Nay, in my entire artistic career. Listen, you'll see, this is fridge-worthy, if I do say so myself. Mum, move the kids' stuff to the side of the fridge. It's my turn to be on the front. I don't care. Where's my magnet? Anyway, as I was making this, I was actually wondering to myself about what sort of topic I should discuss while I'm doing it, because everyone has something to say over these videos, and I thought I need something to say. Like I could talk a little bit more about Darksiders, or the fanfiction I'm still in the process of writing. A very long process it is. But it occurred to me out of the blue that I don't think I ever told you guys about the time I got punched in the face at a nightclub because of a Disney song. So yeah, that'll do for a topic. That's what I'm going to talk about for the next 10 minutes. Why not? So it's January, right? 2014. The year that brought us Dark Souls 2, Dragon Age Inquisition, and all the nightclubs in the UK were playing remixes of that one Disney song from Frozen. It's been 10 years and I still can't let this go. Everywhere we went, at least 3 times a night, this song would be playing in a nightclub. And it's like, yeah, cool, whatever. We're hyped, my friends and I. We're in university. We've just had Christmas break. We're ready to get back into the freshers life. And so we're clacking along in our heels down to one of the nightclubs in our city. Bear in mind, it is January. January in the UK is like typically 0 degrees Celsius at best. And we're wearing short sleeve dresses that stop mid-thigh, 6/7 inch heels, and nothing else. We don't take jackets to the club, okay? That's just a hassle. I'm not carrying it around with me when I get hot, and I'm not paying for the cloakroom. That spare change is for pizza slices and Alka-Pops. Okay. So we get to the club, and we're queuing up outside for like 20 minutes. We're shivering. We're doing that girl huddle thing like penguins do, where we all get really close and share each other's body heat. And the guys are like, babe, where's your coat? As if we need that kind of hardcore interrogation in our lives, right? We're here to have fun. This isn't 20 questions. That comes later. So we finally get inside, and I just immediately hit the dance floor. Forget drinks. I don't really do drinking, but I'll have a WKD or something sweet. And we just start busting out the moves. Twerking had gone viral, I think, the year before, so everyone was just going, twerk, show us your twerk. And about 70 different people absolutely crushed it. Just kidding, we were all awful at it. But we're having a good time. The DJ was playing Mr. Brightside, we're like, ah! He played Darude, we're like, ah! Cha-cha slide, we lose our collective minds. So you can imagine we're all fairly rowdy at this point. And then the first notes of that song start playing over the speakers. Bass boosted, and we're feeling it. It gets all the wallflowers out onto the dance floor. It is packed. You can't really move. The floor is sticky. People are losing their shoes. Girls are like, oh my God, where are my pumps? That was me. We all took pumps as well. We carried pumps and wore heels. And then when our feet started to hurt, we swapped. All around, we're all having a great time. I digress. The chorus comes on. First time around, nothing happens. I sing, I dance, I get my arms involved like everyone else. Second time the chorus comes on, I do the same. I'm singing. I throw my hands out. It's the climax, right? It's the bit where the music swells and I'm like, let it! Except I only manage, let it! Because when I throw my arms up to, let it go, the back of my hand just connects with someone's face. It's the girl dancing next to me, minding her own business. She's just there with friends. She's not expecting. I essentially accidentally backhanded this poor girl, right? So I'm in the wrong. I stop and turn towards her. I'm already gushing out apologies. I was like, oh my God, are you okay? I'm so... And that was my head snapping back and cutting off whatever I was about to say. Excuse me, I've got hiccups. Yeah, so my head goes back because this poor person who had just been so unforgivably disrespected by my flailing had thrown an uppercut. And parenthetically, props to her for not taking any chances and just going for the one-hit KO before I could even react. For all she knew, someone was just taking a swing at her and she was like, oh hell no, this is not how I go out. I've got to get my hit in before they can get another one in. It was, however, how I went out. So picture me, I'm not a small woman. I'm, 5'8", heavy, I grew up on a farm. From the glimpse I caught between the strobe lights, she was cute, she was about clavicle height to me, but she threw that punch like she was going for a fatality. She was like Melina from MK when she grabs your skull from the inside. At least that's what it felt like in that moment. I've taken kicks from cattle, right? Those kicks hurt less than that punch. So she clocks me. I think she was wearing a ring right in the mouth, on the bottom lip specifically, because that's where the scar is. But at the time, she could have hit me anywhere and it would have hurt just as much. She was furious, rightfully so. I mean, technically, I had just smacked her for no reason. I felt she was entitled to what she did. I just wish I could talk faster than her fist can fly, you know? Sorry guys, recording's got to pause for a second because Hannaford is going insane. What? You're not a rooster. What's wrong with you? Oh my god. What? Penny! Oh, the dog's here. Hello, dog. You come to see what all the fuss is about? Was that what you were doing? You were calling the dog? Crisis over. Okay, good. Right, let's continue, please. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, Penny, you distracted me. So I go down hard, and I mean I hit the floor. More out of survival instinct, I think, I just dropped to my hands and knees in the middle of the dance floor. I was prepared to get trodden on, okay? Anything was safer than going toe-to-toe with punchy Patricia up there. And I'm already sobbing. I'm like, I'm just a mess. I might be a farmer, but I'm a wuss and I hate confrontation. And at the time, I was convinced she was going to hunt me down and finish the job I'd inadvertently started. And by the way, if you're sitting there thinking, oh wow, I would never have let her get away with that. I would have stood back up and fought back. Well, I wouldn't, and I didn't. We're not the same. She can do whatever she wants. I stumble, crouch, walk, squat, shuffle through the people. Excuse me, clutching my mouth because I already can't see in nightclubs because they're so dark. And now my mascara is running down my face, and why didn't I choose waterproof mascara when I was getting ready? Nobody stopped to help me, which is fair. I didn't really expect them to. I just wanted to leave. I make it by the skin of my teeth to the door. And the door guy stops me as I go past and he's like, excuse me, love, want me to stamp your hand so you can get back in for free? Sir, look me in the eyes and tell me you think I'm setting foot in your establishment again after tonight. But out loud, I think I just blubbered, no, thank you. And I stumble home in my heels, clutching a bleeding lip and just absolutely praying that I don't get arrested for an accidental backhand. Sorry, that's the sound of Hannaford pecking in the background. I can't record somewhere else because she'll just cry and bark the house down. So I'll just try and talk over her. It is very distracting, yes. Anyway, so I get back home. It's 3 a.m. I'm in the kitchen cooking chicken nuggets. I was eating chicken nuggets to make me feel better. Some guy came in to make himself pot noodle and he was like, what happened to you? And I nearly told him that, I thought, my God, I can't tell him what really happened. So I nearly told him I got into a fight with, 7 people, maybe more. I barely escaped to tell the tale, but my poker face is god-awful. And I knew we didn't know each other really well, but he'd see right through me. So I just told him the truth. And he just went, yeah, that's one of the stupidest things I've ever heard. Sucks she punched you, but let it go, really? Jesus. He shakes his head, he leaves. I'm fine, by the way, at this point. Anyway, I didn't go to the doctor. I didn't go to A&E because I was still breathing, so didn't get stitches. Still have a little scar on my lip today. I went home that weekend looking so pitiful and sad. And at first, when my mum saw me, she was like, "Oh, Eleanor, my baby, who did this to you? How did this happen? Why did this happen to my child? How could they? Who did this?" And I told her, and I told my dad, and they were both immediately like, that's one of the stupidest things we've ever heard. Sucks she punched you, but let it go, really? They shake their heads. I'm mortified. So yeah, nothing ever came of it. I never found out who she was. I never got over the embarrassment. And every time that song came on in another nightclub, I would stand still, just arms at my sides, just corpsing in one place until it was over. Maybe you think that there's a moral to this story, but there's really not. If there was, it would probably just be something like, don't swing your arms wildly in nightclubs because you might end up with a split lip for it. And it'll be your fault. I'm aware that I was in the wrong. I was the one who should have been watching where I was, had more spatial awareness than I did. I got too excited, which happens. Accidents happen, and 9 times out of 10, they're completely harmless. Nobody means any harm. I didn't mean any harm. She thought she was defending herself, which, oh God, if I'd met her again, I would have just absolutely said, I'm so sorry. That was entirely on me. I do not blame you. My God, are you part of a gym? Do you lift weights? Because, for somebody with hands so small, you can really pack a punch. Yeah, so I've just had to wait 45 minutes for Jennifer Lopez to stop pecking. And I think she's finally done. You finally done? She's finally done. So yeah, that's my tale of the time I got punched because of Disney. Sorry, it's not my most dramatic story. I've got a baker's dozen of those. But I'm not sure the naked 400 dash is appropriate for YouTube. Or the kissing of the old man by the canal. Stories for another video, perhaps. Probably wasn't smart of me to use the calligraphy brush with no build-up or anything to draw this, but I'm learning, Every day's a school day, so I'll know for next time. This was really fun though. Once again, shout out to Crosshair's MK3 Boo for this request. If you have any more, I'd be happy to oblige. Take care of yourselves, guys. I will hopefully be uploading the next chapter of Eden's Heir very soon to AO3. She stopped pecking. Excellent. Hello, dog. That looks nothing like Draven. Can you tell it's him?